Welcome to another adventure in engineering. Recently, I needed a new mounting frame for my GoPro 4 camera. Sure, they were available online for cheap, but where's the fun in that? I wanted an open frame for clear audio and an unobstructed lens. Oh yeah, and I have two action cameras besides this one that I wanted to fit in the frame also. Oh, and I wanted the camera to be mounted upside down or right side up in the frame because one of my cameras does not auto invert the video, and it's a real pain to go after the fact and try to invert the video with software. Fortunately, the three cameras are the same basic size, but the GoPro 4 has a smaller depth. I checked on Thingiverse and there were a few good options available, but they were specific to certain models. Several had bendable tabs for securing the camera in place. I printed one of those and broke a tab immediately, and it no longer held the camera in place. So much for that 2-hour print. Well, better to find out before it fell out on a bike ride. Like any good engineer would do, I opened up FreeCAD and started designing my own. I created a frame with backing rails so the camera could slide in but couldn't slide through. I created triangular tabs on the front so that when the frame is closed up, the camera can't slide forward, so it's locked in place. The frame depth and snug fit keep it from tilting out. To accommodate upside down mounting, I made symmetrical through holes, top to bottom and side to side. For looks and extra strength, I added rounding or fillets at the corners of all those holes. To accommodate cameras of different depths, I just needed a simple frame spacer to put inside on top of the back rails. With the completed part, I opened Cura and set the 3D printer parameters. I've decided that the new tree support is the bomb. It uses less material and is a lot easier to remove from the part because it's attached in less places to the part itself. I used the standard support in my first try and broke the part trying to remove it. This was one of several iterations of this part. I usually print with PETG because it prints well, has minimal shrinkage. It does not fill my garage with toxic fumes. In fact, it's so safe that you can eat off it if you want to. That comes in handy when you're out for a bike ride and you want to eat a burrito while you're filming on your mountain bike. I printed in coarse mode for speed and because I don't much care about the little prominent lines that end up on the part. The layers still adhere well and I haven't seen any loss of strength or splitting as a result. The end product is something I'm pretty happy with. It works with all three of my action cams, which are super cheap, and really old GoPro. I achieved my goal of upside down or right side up mounting with easy access to the buttons in either orientation, and the connections and the microphone are easy to get to and the audio quality is good. It's also pretty sturdy and the camera does not move or rattle around in the housing. My waterproof housings allow movement, so without some foam or tape in there, the only thing you hear on the video is a constant rattle covering up the muffled sounds of the sounds you actually want. I know this isn't a continuum transfunctioner, its mystery is only exceeded by its power, but this was a fun, practical little project for a 3D printer. I've already used it on a few bike rides, so it's Adventures in Engineering approved. I'm putting this part on Thingiverse so anybody can print it if they want. There'll be a link in the description below. You're welcome! Thanks for stopping by, and stay classy, but mostly thanks for stopping by.